Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear cadets of class 9, welcome you all to this online Islam and moral education class. Dear cadets, how are you? I think all of you are fine. By the grace of Almighty Allah, we are also fine. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. Dear cadets, it is a formal introducing with you. Dear cadets, I am MD Muhammad Muradullah, lecturer in Islamic Studies, Borishal Cadet College, Borishal. Declares coronavirus awareness. It is a regular awareness. Declares you already know about the pandemic situation all about the world because COVID-19. Our Bangladesh affected from this deadly disease. So, dear cadet, we should maintain some precautious or preventional activities. That's why we save from this deadly disease, as like wash your hand often, wear a face mask when you go to outside at home, sanitize constantly, stay at home, avoid close contact, avoid crowded places, cough your elbow or cough and sneeze. Dear cadets, if we maintain this awareness, by the grace of Almighty Allah, we are safe from this deadly disease. Dear cadets, without no more delay, now I would like to declare today's discussion topic. Our today's discussion topics, Hadith number 4, 5, and 6, lesson 15, 16, and 17, chapter 2. Learning outcome. Dear cadets, after listening to the lecture, inshallah, you will be able to narrate the meaning and teaching of hadith relating into plantation, hadith on best people, and hadith concerning service to the created beings. Explain the hadith relating to plantation, hadith on best people, and hadith concerning service to the creating beings. Lastly, participate to build up a life characterized by human and moral values in the light of the teaching of hadith relating plantation, hadith on best people, and hadith concerning service to created beings. Dear cadets, first of all, I'd like to discuss hadith number 4, that is hadith concerning tree plantation. Before discussion to this hadith, I'd like to mention some important word meaning, as like Muslim, that means we are Muslim, we are religion or follower of the religion of Islam is called Muslim. Yagrisu, plants, to plant. Godson, tree, sapling. Yazra'u, cultivates, grows. Zar'an, crop. Ya'kulu, eats, consumes. Minhu, from it. Toiron, bird. Insan, man. Bahimatun, four-footed animal. Sadaqa, charity, donation. Dear cadets, the hadith number 4 is Ma min Muslim yagrusu qarsan aw yazra'u zar'an ayakulu minhu toiran aw insana aw bahimatun illa kana lahu bihi sadaqatun. meaning ma yagrisu minal ma yag ma min Muslim yagrisu. If a Muslim plant a sapling or grow any crops, aw yazra'u zar'an, and if some birds, man or animal eat a portion from that, illa kana lahu bihi sadaqatan. It will be counted as charity on his benefits. Bukhari Muslim. Explanation. Dear cadets, it is the most important hadith on tree plantation or environment. Dear cadets, this hadith of the great prophet is an epoch-making hadith in the field of socio-economic development of human society. In this hadith, the great prophet has encouraged us for planting trees and farming because these two are the most essential things for all human beings. Food, clothing, and shelter are the basic needs of human beings. For all these things, human beings is in one way or another depend on tree plantation and cultivate of agriculture fields. The hadith has taught us that plantation of tree is a pious and virtuous act. It is not a matter of shame. It is the same way, in the same way, producing crops is a virtuous work. Whoever is benefited by this, the labor of the laborers does not go to vain. Rather, he acquires virtue in exchange of this. Dear cadets, many of us distinct plantation and farming, but in fact, one work is made. All works done honestly and excellent. There is no shame attached to plantation. Rather, it is an act of high merit. The Holy Prophet himself has encouraged us for it. Man can earn benefit from plantation in the next life, parallel with benefits in this life. For birds, animal, worms, and insects feed on crops and fruits. For this, the plantation and farmer get rewards. Allah the Most High gets this reward recorded in his account book or Amal Nama to the same tune as he could earn by giving that crop in charity. As a result, we won mass reward even without himself being aware of that. Teaching. Dear cadets, there are many teachings of this hadith. First of all, plantation is an act of virtue because it is a most important and various bountiful activities or various very good activities of human life. Man profits from plantation. Environment is sustained. Side by side, it will brings return in Akhirat too. Number three, the Holy Prophet has given us encouragement for plantation. Other main birds and animals have rights to a share in the fruits and crops produced by men. Whatever is eaten by any animal or living beings from the fruits and crops grown by man that is not any wastage. Rather, it is recorded as charity in the accounts book or Amal Nama of the grower. Hadith number 5, that is hadith concerning selection friends or best people among you. Dear cadets, without discussion, today's this hadith, I would like to mention some important word meaning. Anu unabbiyakum, I shall inform you, khiyarikum, the best among you. Qalu, they said, bala, or yes. Alladhina, those who, zukira, reminds. And I would like to translate to this hadith. In this hadith, our great prophet Hazrat said, Ala unabbikum bikhairikum. Shall I not inform you about good people? Qalu bala. They said, or the Sahabi of Hazrat said, Oh Rasulullah, of course. Bala ya Rasulullah. Qalu. Then our great prophet Hazrat said, خياركم الذين إذا رؤوا ذكر الله عز وجل. إذا رؤوا ذكر الله عز وجل. Our great prophet Hazrat said, those among you are good people whose presence reminds you of Allah. That means who are the best people amongst you? That present, those presence reminds you of Allah. Explanation of Hadith number 5. In this Hadith, Rasulullah has described the feature of a best people who is the best people in the society, who is the best people in the country, who is the best people amongst you. In fact, the best people of those at whose side Allah is remembered. Those who are politicians, those who are this person is not a best people. Those who have taqwa or fairness, he is the best people amongst you. Those people are devoted followers of Islam in their conduct, manner, dress, etc. They are constantly busy in the remembrance and praise of Allah the Most High. At the very sight of such person, the remembrance of Allah immediately follows. Those people are the best among mankind. Dear cadets, we mixed with many men in the society, as like politician, businessman, social worker, civil person, government officer, etc. Allah does not come to mind at everybody's side. So, friendship should be cultivated with only those sight inspire Allah's remembrance. By this, we shall come under their influence. We too shall be inspired by their noble deeds, noble character, noble virtues, by their noble ideal, noble concern, noble activities, etc. Our conduct and manners will be decent. As a result, we too shall be converted into excellent man or good person in the society. teachings of this hadith. Dear cadets, there is many teachings of this hadith as like remembrance of Allah the Most High is the best deed. Besides, number two, a person's prestige does not depend on his wealth, education, or power. Rather, it is by the observance of deen or activities or religion that is that his status is determined. Number three, those persons whose very sight inspired the remembrance of Allah are the best people. He is the best people who is amongst you, and he is the most valuable person to Allah. Number four, we shall keep company of the religious person. We shall try to become like them. That means the best people in the society whose presence reminds you of Allah. Hadith number 6, that means hadith on service to the created beings. Dear cadets, first of all, I'd like to mention some important word meaning. Al-Khalqu, created beings. Iyalun, near and dear ones. Ahabbu, more favorite, dearer. Ahsanu, he favors, beloves well. Ila, towards. Translation. The hadith number 6 is Al-Khalqu ya lillah. All created beings constitute the family of Allah. فَأَحَبَّ خَلْقُ إِلَى اللَّهِ. So, the dearest to Allah is that man who favors man ahsanu ila riyalihi, who favors his created beings most. That means al-khalqu ya Allah fahabba khalqu ila Allah man ahsana ila riyalihi. Allah created beings constitutes the family of Allah. So the dearest to Allah is that man who favors his created beings most by heart. Dear cadets, this hadith also important hadith in the purpose of human life, because we are the created by Allah, who is the most honored and best created being in the earth. So man is the called as a Ashraful Makhluqat. Dear cadets, the explanation of hadith number 6, the whole universe is like Allah's family. Allah hears all and provides for all. Allah has not made all creation equal. This is a seat of Allah. This is a test of Allah. Amongst the members of Allah's family, the person who is kind to all creations is dearer to Allah. Human beings, animal, livestock, and birds are all Allah's creation. This hadith inspires us to be kind to all the creations of Allah. Allah praises the person who praises Allah's creation. Human being is the best of all the created beings, as like Ashraful Makhluqat. For this reason, they have to be kind to other living beings. Kindness to creature is in fact a great virtue also. Therefore, we have to be kind to all the living things and beings of this universe. Teachings, credits. There is also a many teachings of this hadith. That means hadith concerning service to created beings. First of all creation are as if Allah's family. Number two, it is the Islamic idea to show love to others and to behave well with them. Allah the Most High becomes pleased if animals, beasts, and birds are showing mercy. Number four, and lastly, man can become a dear slave of Allah by showing favor of his creations. Dear cadets, with this, we have come to the end of today's class. If you want to ask any question on this lesson, just leave it in the comment box. Dear cadets, I shall be happy and remain present to answer. Homework. Dear cadets, I have given a CQ question as a homework. Dear cadets, this CQ question, read carefully and prepare or practice at your home and prepare answer and write down on your khata. Next class, dear cadets, now topic for next class. Your next class topic is Akhlaq Hamida and Taqwa. Lesson number 1 and 2, chapter 4. Dear cadets, again coronavirus awareness, because prevention better than cure. That's why we have to maintain some regular prevention activities, that is wear face masks when we go to outside at the home, wash hands frequently, at least 20 seconds, boil your food properly, avoid close contact, use soap and antibacterial gel, cough on your elbow, keep your distance minimum 1 meter, regular sleep or regular rest. Dear cadets, if I think all of you are maintaining this awareness. If we maintain this awareness, inshallah, we will be safe from this deadly disease that is coronavirus. That's all for today. Dear cadets, we'll meet in the next class. Till then, Allah Hafiz, stay home, stay safe.